Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? Welcome to another edition of the State of the Saints podcast, where we talk New Orleans Saints. My name is TJ Jones. Thanks for checking out the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Well, Who Dat Nation, it is week 3 of preseason, and you know what that means. It's time for a little dress rehearsal. The black and gold starters will play a little bit longer than they played the last 2 games of preseason, and they're really excited about it. You can tell by looking at Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas' interview online. And for the first time, we're going to see Drew Brees this preseason, because Coach Sean Payton said that Drew Brees will get the start in this game. So don't know how long he's going to play, but to know that Drew Brees, number 9, is going to be out there is really, really exciting. So the question on everybody's mind is, what are we looking for in this game? I mean, it's week 3, it's dress rehearsal, it's still preseason. So what do we want as fans? Me personally, I would just like to see how good the offense is on their opening drive. Now, we all know last season the offense started off slow. Yeah, they were high-powered, and yeah, they scored a lot of points. But always on that opening drive, they started off a little bit slow to come out of the blocks. They usually start picking it up like late second quarter, early third quarter. And I think a lot of times the New Orleans Saints could have really done some damage offensively if they actually started off early. So I'm interested to see how this opening drive is going to be, how Drew Brees is going to get the ball downfield. I mean, we all know he can, but some of these new guys, Drew Brees to Jared Cook, I mean, other guys like Drew Brees to maybe like Emmanuel Butler or something like that. I think maybe he'll play with him for a little while. I'm interested to see how he is going to have the chemistry with some of these new guys. We already know the chemistry he has with Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas. I mean, the usual suspects. But some of these new guys that are new to the offense, interested to see how Drew Brees clicks with those guys. And I'm interested to see Gregg Williams. Yeah, that's right. Gregg Williams, man, because we all know that Gregg Williams is the defensive coordinator of the New York Jets. And I'm still interested to know if he still has a personal vendetta against the team. And not to mention that Gregg Williams seems to be Drew Brees' kryptonite. Over Drew Brees' career, Gregg Williams is one of those coordinators that Drew Brees has had his lowest quarterback rating against. So it seems like he really knows how to deal with Drew Brees. So I'm interested to see if Drew Brees will be able to go up against a Gregg Williams defense and get the best of them. Because Gregg Williams, I mean, say what you want to say about him. I mean, he is a great defensive coordinator, a great defensive mind, and the Saints did win a Super Bowl when he was their defensive coordinator. But I want to know if he still has that in the back of his mind, you know, about that whole bounty scandal, and if this is going to affect the game. You can say, oh, man, you know, that's in the past, that's water under a bridge, but this man did lose a whole year and a half of his career, and you have to know that that's still probably lingering with him. Sean Payton, I think the last time the Saints played Gregg Williams' defense, well, time before last, the Los Angeles Rams, they ran up the score on them. You know what I'm saying? And you can see Sean Payton on the sidelines. He's high-fiving and stuff like that, really enthusiastic. So you can't tell me that game didn't mean a lot, just getting the best of Gregg Williams. So I think that Gregg Williams is chomping at the bit to, you know, return the favor. He didn't get the job done last season with the Cleveland Browns. And I think he wants to probably give some what he like to call remember me shots. If you remember that interview he did leading up to the Super Bowl, he wanted to give Peyton Manning remember me shots. Let's just hope he don't try to give any to Drew Brees. But on the defensive side of the football, I want to see if Marcus Davenport is going to perform. Okay, I want to see if these guys can generate a pass rush. I want to see if they can get to the quarterback. And I'm talking about guys other than the name Cam Jordan. I mean, I know what Cam Jordan is. We all know what Cam Jordan is in the Who Dat Nation. We know what he's capable of. But I'm interested to see some of those young guys. I want to see Trey Hendrickson. I want to see Marcus Davenport once again. I want to see Mario Edwards, Malcolm Brown. I mean, I want to see some of these other guys that need to step up and really make some noise, man, because the New Orleans Saints, I feel like they can be a really good defense if they can get pressure on the other side, you know, other than Cam Jordan just out there rushing the quarterback, man. I mean, I want to see if these guys can actually stop the run. They did an outstanding job last week. bouncing back from that first game against Minnesota. Did outstanding job the first team. And I want to see somebody generate a turnover. I'm not talking about a linebacker or anything like that. I'm talking about some of these guys at the secondary position. Some of these guys that are guarding some of these wide receivers. I want to see them try to jump in front of a ball, try to get a pick, even if they don't get one, just to know that they're looking out there, that, they're becoming students of the game, jumping in front of routes. I want to see something like that. I want to see some optimism, because the secondary, to me, it's good to go out there and play good defense and guard the wide receiver, but I want to see some ball hawks. I want to see some students of the game. I want to see a guy, like Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu or Earl Thomas, a guy that's not afraid to make a mistake, and a guy that goes out there and just lays it all on the line. That's what I want, and I feel like that's what the Saints have been missing. You got a lot of guys that are good, or decent, but these guys are not trying to elevate themselves to be elite. I mean, looking at Marshawn Lattimore, it seems like the light is starting to come on for him, and it seems like he wants to be great. It seems like he's really being critical of himself and really trying to rise and the level of his game. But I want to see this from some other guys, because it just seems like there's a confidence issue in the secondary. Maybe guys feel like, they're on a bubble or something like that, but if you're on a bubble, play desperate. Just play desperate. Go out there and really, truly put your best foot forward. Go out there. Like, if this is your last go round, or if you're on the bubble, man, go out there and try to make a play. Go out there and jump in front of that route. Go out there and knock down that pass. That's what I want to see. I just want to see guys flying around and really making plays in the secondary, because I just don't want to see just good technique this season. I want to see some guys generate some turnovers. I want to see a potential Pro Bowler coming out of the secondary. I just want to see guys' games elevated. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear from you. What are you looking for in the Saints Week 3 matchup against the New York Giants? Comment down below. Like and share this video. This has been the State of the Saints podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search The State of the Saints podcast. You can go to facebook.com, search The State of the Saints podcast, and previous episodes are available on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.com. Till next time, all I have to say is, who dat?